Travis Scott has kept his fans waiting year after year for the release of Utopia. He teased the release in 2021, at the end of 2020. However, that obviously never came, as it's 2023. But I think Travis Scott will be releasing Utopia this year. One big reason is because just about every big name in hip-hop that had fans waiting for a new album dropped a new album last year. For example, Gunna, The Weeknd, Lil Durk, Pusha T, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Drake and 21 Savage, Quavo and Takeoff, Lil Baby, and Metro Boomin all dropped albums in 2022. With that means 2023 could be the year Travis Scott finally releases Utopia. There will be so many Fridays he can pick from throughout the year that he can choose to release his album. As I've said before, if I had to guess, I'd say Travis will release Utopia around spring or summer of 2023. I say spring or summer because those seem to be the best time to release albums. That's when a lot of fans that live in cold areas or areas where it's starting to get warmer again, they start to go outside, and when you're outside, what are you doing? You might listen to music. You go for a drive, you listen to music. You listen to your favorite artist. Who may that be? Travis Scott. So, spring, summertime, I think that may be the best time to release his album. I'm sure Travis Scott totally understands this, and he'll want to capitalize on the human nature of people when they are inside for a long period of time, being that winter. They're more prone to go outside and do things, like listen to music. On top of that, the spring and summer are when most artists go on tour, or will be doing festivals that are throughout the spring and summer. But that's all if he releases then. The reason why it'll be the most anticipated album this year is because fans have been ready since 2021 to hear a new Travis Scott music, and not just a single here and there. Fans have been waiting eagerly to hear a whole new body of music from Travis Scott. AstroWorld was amazing and truly set the standard for Travis Scott of what his album should sound and feel like. AstroWorld was amazing and truly set the standard for what a Travis Scott album should sound and feel like, and the effect it should have on pop culture and his fans. You can't deny the mark AstroWorld made on hip-hop and the world when it first dropped back in 2018. I remember people were just stunned by how many leaps and bounds Travis Scott was ahead of everyone else at the time. However, it's 2023, and fans have just about had their fill of going back to Travis Scott's older discography and re-listening to it. Don't get me wrong, it still hits and everyone loves it, including myself. I just think I speak for most people and fans when I say we're more than ready to be stunned once again by Travis Scott with Utopia. I know it'll completely change 2023 for a lot of people, because it seems that Playboi Carti has almost taken that role in the hip-hop scene as the big dog, and the guy that people go to and talk about in hip-hop. In my opinion, that used to be Travis Scott. People would talk about him like he was larger than music, like how people talk about Playboi Carti now. And it only helps that his music feels the same way. I could be wrong, but I don't think I will be. 2023 will be the year Travis Scott will be the biggest hip-hop artist on the planet without a doubt. I know some people will say that just wait till Carti drops, no one will even care when Travis Scott drops Utopia. But I honestly believe that once that's all said and done, Travis Scott will be able to look back on 2023 as his best year yet. I haven't even gotten to the point yet that Utopia has a very good chance of being Travis Scott's last album. If Travis Scott markets the album as something like this will be his last rodeo or the last ride for him, the album first week could do crazy numbers. I don't think he'll be able to do Taylor Swift numbers, but they'll be big. I could be wrong, and Travis Scott could be making music and albums forever, sort of like Kanye West. But I see Travis Scott taking a more managerial role for Don Toliver and other artists and potential artists for Cactus Jack. Again, I could be wrong, but I see Travis Scott taking this year over with another massive tour for Utopia and releasing Utopia and stapling his name as that guy in hip-hop once again. I have no idea how the album will sound, but I know Travis Scott will deliver something that will blow us away sonically. I hope to hear a song about the AstroWorld tragedy that is really deep and profound, but also can put you in a trance like most of his music. It's possible we don't hear him have a song about the tragedy and just has a few lines in a couple of songs about it, but personally I'd love to hear Travis Scott pour his heart out in a song about the absolute terrible situation. The AstroWorld tragedy is also creating a lot of anticipation for Utopia because there are a lot of people or fans who will just tune in just to see what Travis Scott has to say about the tragedy. I'm sure there will be people online who won't accept anything Travis Scott has to say about the situation, but hating on the album will only help promote the album. That's because people will see the people hating and they'll think, is this for real? Let me check this out. I could be projecting my own opinion, but honestly, I think that's what'll happen. Again, I can't wait to hear Utopia and hear how Travis Scott has not only changed and grown, but I also can't wait to hear a more vulnerable Travis Scott if he does go that route. Utopia will be an album that people will look back on in 2023 and say, that album was way ahead of its time. Thanks for watching.